Hello and welcome back, guys. This is Chicago Did coming to you with another episode of the Golden Aegis cast series. This one's going to be replay number 16432-89283. So thank you to the generous donator for this game. Greatly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this one going. We got the free camera ready to roll. For the rating side, it's going to be Lozerato on the Queen of Pain. Roger playing the Dark Seer with Luminous on the ever-so-hated Techies. Grandmaster going to be playing the Elder Titan. And it looks like we've got Agora on the Marana. Meanwhile, for the Dire team, this time around, it's going to be Special Needs Donkey playing one of my personal favorites, the Luna. What a crazy kid on the Dazzle. What a crazy kid indeed. Amerikanski Gamburger, I'm pretty sure it's offensive, but I don't really care. He's going to be on the Brewmaster. 10-12 on the Phoenix. And Yo, going to be playing the Venomancer. What a crazy kid indeed. Oh, is this Arteezy? Do we have Arteezy in the game? Or just an impersonator? Who cares? Anyway, again, this is the Golden Aegis cast series. If you want your own replay casted, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description of this video, or if you're watching live, right down below the stream. I've got all sorts of links and descriptions and stuff like that. The schedule is also available on Google Docs. That is right below on my Twitch page as well. And it will be available on request if you need to know what the schedule's at, waiting for your game, or just want to know where I'm at, rooting for me to get through these games. Appreciate it. So it looks like a smoke being used, but I think it was from the Techies. The game's already started, and Luminous is still within the base. There's 3 heroes in the mid lane. Techies is mining bottom pretty much alone against 10-12. I don't know what's going on right now. 10-12 is actually going to go down to mid lane. They might get the first blood here. 3-man mid, and they're going to go at first blood. Grandmaster, though, getting low, but Roger goes in, takes the aggro, gets first blood. Is this newbie? Roger gets away. He's alive. He's actually alive. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, 10-12 in the bottom. Doesn't end up getting blown up by this mine stack, but takes a lot of damage from the ones that Agora is just dropping down the lane. Oh man, 1 minute in for the first blood. That was entertaining. Agora, though, is going to suicide. 10-12, still alive. Going to go ahead and pop the salve. Question mark. Question mark coming out from What a Crazy Kid. You could tell these guys are having a little bit of fun, and I greatly appreciate it, because I'm going to have a lot of fun if they're having fun. So Grandmaster up towards the top. He's got the Astral Spirit, and it looks like he can go ahead and maybe do some basic harass on the Special Needs Donkey, but for right now, Donkey is surrounded by 2 supports, so as far as kills go, I don't think Grandmaster will be able to do too much against this Loon. In fact, he might be in a little bit of trouble if he gets a little bit too far forward. But as it stands, What a Crazy Kid and Yo are both sitting in the Dire jungle, stacking, pulling, doing what they need to do. So as far as aggression goes, we might not see a lot. Lozerato in the mid lane against the Brewmaster can just keep doing that. Like, that's how you win against any melee laner as Queen of Pain. Get a couple points in the Shadow Strike, and you're golden. I mean, look, he can't even, if he gets close to the wave, he takes a lot of harass, can't move around that quickly, because, I mean, the slow is a hell of a drug, and, I mean, a couple points now, yeah, level 2 and the Shadow Strike. This is playing this one the way it should be done, or at least one of the ideal ways. Grandmaster with an Invis Room, meanwhile, comes in towards the mid. Looks like he's just going to sap XP for now. Roger throwing down with the Ion Shell, but it's on the range creep, so it's not going to actually do anything. Roger and Luminous. They're trading hits with 10-12, but he's not walking into the mine stack just yet. Now, if he goes for one bad Icarus dive, he could drop. I think there are 2 mines there, maybe 3. In the mid lane, though, looks like they want Gamburger. Lozerato taking a lot of damage from this one, but Gamburger's too damn slow. Lozerato will get the blink out, but in comes Yo, waiting for that one. Gets the kill. American Gamburger does go down, but Yo could grab a double here as he's chasing on the Grandmaster. Doesn't have Venomous Gale, though. Only has the Orb of Venom, so he can't chase on that. And it'll just be a 1-for-1 in the mid. Both supports getting the enemy mid hero. In fact, actually did Queen of Pain end up getting Amerikanski Gamburger? No, he didn't. So a 2-for-2 at 3 minutes. Special Needs Donkey, meanwhile, farming it up, taking a little bit of tower harass, though. 1,300 gold. Oh, boy. And he could be going for that Acolyte Treads fast build into maybe the Helm of the Dominator. That'll allow him to farm up any lane across the map and do so rather effectively. So they got to be very careful of this Luna. If she continues farming at the speed she is, 20 CS at 3.5 minutes. Definitely a good place to be, setting up for that just about 60 CS coming in towards the 10-minute mark is definitely attainable and really, really painful to play against.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
So it looks like bottom lane, maybe they want to go on to the Phoenix again. Now he does have an Icarus dive, but they bring him down! The arrow, what's that?
Radiant's
Wait.
top towers.
So what happened? Just what happened when I think happened? He throws the arrow back and the Icarus dives into it! Oh, Luminous!
Radiant's top
Luminous, the plays coming out from Mirana. What an arrow. Holy hell. Alright.
Guess what's happening?
So 3-2, but that kill just being so painful for the Phoenix. Lozerato, meanwhile, 2 points in the Shadow Strike, 2 points in the Blink. So not really going anything into the Scream of Pain. Not really going to blame her. I mean, as far as damage goes, the dagger actually does a lot more damage. Not a lot more, about 100 or so more damage in the long run than Scream of Pain does. The only difference is you can heal up between individual ticks. So with a bottle or something like a Tango, it helps out a bit more. But if you're a melee hero, again, you just spam this out. The cooldown is so low, and it's got such a good range too. In comes the Astral Spirit. They get the stun, and they'll bring down American Gamburger. Yo, yo, yo on the run as well. Do they have any natural order? They don't. They just have a shit ton of damage. Lozerato goes in, and the initial strike from the Shadow Strike will bring him, yo-yo down. Luminous will go down, and comes the Phoenix, so Icarus diving away. And Pink, maybe a little bit salty about this one. First, a 3-man gank at level 1. And then, whatever the hell is happening right now, just a whole lot of action happening in the mid lane. A lot of fighting, a lot of kills. 5.5 minutes, 5-3. Luna, though, still farming all right.
The Dire best do something about that bottom
has
tower.
the Morbid Mask, so we'll be going for that Helm of the Dominator, whether to stack creeps in the Ancient stack or go for the jungle stacks. Either one works out a lot, very well, in fact. Sometimes jungle stacking actually works out a little bit better because it's a bit more of instant gratification, rather. With Ancients, it takes a while, it takes a lot of dedication to bring them down. But if you've got support stack in those camps, it doesn't really matter. Grandmaster will go for the chase on Amerikanski. The question mark comes out, but it looks like the kill's actually happening on Luna! Oh no! That's something that can't happen! Oh my god, you know what? This one I want to see. So, Icarus dive into the mines. Roger tries to run away, but it will go down. Alright, so 2 kills happening, each across the map, but Luna going down. That is very unfortunate. Astral Spirit comes in, goes for the Echo Stomp, doesn't connect, and American Gamburger should be fine. Lozerato, though, is waiting in the wings. He does have 3 points in the Shadow Strike. Maybe you do want to start going for some points in the Scream of Pain just because it brings down the supports, but it doesn't even matter. Astral Spirit comes out. The Echo Stomp does as well. But with that dagger, it wakes him up almost immediately. Kind of a rude awakening, if you ask me. Lozerato, though, he's got the Shadow Strike. He's got the Sonic Wave. They can bring down Brewmaster right now, but he's out of mana. Nope, he's going to go for it anyway. Amerikanski Gamburger goes down again in the mid lane. Lozerato running circles, or rather blinking circles, around this Brewmaster. Very well played from the Queen of Pain so far. What a Crazy Kid will go in Brewmaster's absence and try to find some last hits, but he's got to be very careful of the fact that the Queen of Pain can bring him down in almost an instant. Okay, well, not an instant. Now, Queen of Pain isn't there. Luminous is waiting in the wings, though. We'll throw out the arrow, and it should connect. No, it misses on Crazy Kid and Gamburger as well. Almost expecting the question mark to come out from these guys, but it looks like not. Luminous gets slowed down, leaps himself away, but Gamburger's not going to let this one get away too quickly. Goes for the Thunderclap, and in comes the Astral Spirit. Will slow down, and now with the Shadow Strike, the Shallow Grave onto Crazy Kid, but there is going to be a Primal Split coming down. Can't quite get the kill, though. He doesn't even go for the stun. Now Lozerato in a little bit of trouble. He's got a blink. Does he have any stuns? He's not throwing them. Oh boy. Agora, meanwhile, he's got a suicide squad ready. He's going to throw it out and bring down Amerikanski. Oh, man. 2 down. Nothing for the Dire. And Brewmaster, a little bit, whether miss micro or not really playing the Brewlings that well there. Now 10-12 on the run. He's got the Icarus dive, but the Astral Spirit will come in for the Echo Stomp. And comes Lozerato, launch another kill, and then they, oh man. The Earth Split, the Split Earth, the Chaos Split, whatever you call it, comes through. Arrow as well. Oh, yo, just barely misses it out. Now Luminous on the run, but he could be brought down here. He's got illusions ready to cover his escape. The damage over time is alright, but it's not enough to bring him down. Now Crazy Kid on the run. Has a shallow grave if he needs to spend it. Will have to spend it, but he'll still go down whether he pops it or not. So it looks like he might just let it happen. No, gets denied! Maybe a little bit of Freudian anger for Amerikanski in that deny there, but the Radiant will pop out a quick couple early, really good kills. And the Dire playing a little bit from the back foot. It's 12-5 right now. The lead, though, only about 3,000 in favor of the Radiant for gold. Experience, even less so, in between about 750. So, as far as lead goes, the Radiant actually haven't accumulated that much advantage. However, they are playing really, really well in some of these engagements, hitting all their spells pretty well, and it doesn't seem like the Dire have been doing an equal amount in some of these fights, so. As well as the general amount of saltiness coming out from a lot of these players. The Brewmaster. A very angry Brewmaster. Go ahead, continue to try to farm up. Icarus dive, but goes into the map. The arrow again. Hits up into the Supernova. Lozerato going to throw out these Shadow Strike and the Gamburger. Does a decent amount of damage, you can see, just over time. Really starting to stack up, but that's a headdress completed onto Gamburger. Or at least, who is that? Who's headdress? I guess, okay, Phoenix's headdress. Meanwhile, Agora looking for Yo. Does he have any damage over time to take him? No, he doesn't. Agora, he will get himself away. Or Yo, rather. Agora's kind of mining out the Dire jungle here. So it looks like Astral Spirit comes out. Earth Split also through. They've also got the pullback in through the wall, but the Primal Split comes out as a Scream of the Sonic Wave flies through. So Brewmaster narrowly evading death there. But does he really get away? Lozerato jumps into the high ground and kills What a Crazy Kid. Trying to make something happen with this Primal Split. We'll throw out the stun finally. First one onto Agora, but he's still alive. Can turn around if he's got the Soul Ring. He might be able to suicide, but Lozerato is perfectly alright to bring him down solo. Throws out the Shadow Strike. Lots of damage to be had, and Amerikanski Gamburger will go down. Meanwhile, 10-12 going up under the high ground with the Sun Ray. Kind of like an Arctic burn, except with fire. And gets himself over the high ground and out to safety. So it looks like, again, no casualties for the Radiant. The Dire, though, losing 2. Maybe a casualty. Coretta Crazy Kid wants to find a kill, but an arrow flies through. Hits him dead in the face. Lozerato's there as well, trying to shallow grave himself, but doesn't have enough time to get it off. And an immediate killing spree for Grandmaster. Is he really sorry, though, is the question to be asked right now. Tier 1 tower still hasn't gone down despite all of this action happening in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Special Needs Donkey went down once, but in the meantime has been really catching up on his farm. Now, he went for phase boost, which is something that, to be honest, I don't personally like. But if he can farm with it, get that Yasha, get the Manta Style out quickly, I have no quarrels. So, Grandmaster, get on the high ground, goes out for the Astral Split, or Astral Spirit with the Echo Stomp, and the Earth Splitter comes down and destroys Yo. What is this? Yeah, Earth Splitter. I keep getting it, I keep screwing up because Leshrac is such a popular hero nowadays. So I keep thinking, oh, Split Earth, right? Because their two are so damn similar in how they're named. It's kind of like, oh, Techie's going to go down to, going to bring down Amerikansky Hamburger. Oh my god. Interesting. But going back to my original point, it's kind of like how Lion, Nyx Assassin, and Sand King all have a very similar spell. The Impale, the Split, not the Split Earth. Here I go again. The Impale, the Earth Spike, and the Burrow Strike. All very similar looking spells, but each one named very differently. So I keep screwing it up. Whenever you see me calling a lion, I'll continuously say Impale. Because it looks like you're impaling him, right? Whatever. Luminous will leap away in the mid lane. 10-12 on the chase. They got the Fire Spirits coming out. A remote mine for good measure. And Dire, after seeing that Astral Spirit, will immediately turn tail and run. They're still grouped up, though, I guess. Has special needs. He's got a Yasha. Wants to fight this time, but I'm not sure he can fight yet. This Luna really needs a BKB and a Manta Style before she can really think about getting aggressive. And she'll go back to the jungle, maybe try to farm that up. In the meantime, Spec, what a crazy kid, taking a lot of damage here. He's got the Shallow Grave up, but if Lozrado can come in and do just that, he'll go ahead and bring that kill. He actually spends the Sonic Wave for that. Meanwhile, an Earth Splitter ups through, will not hit onto Yo-Yo-Yo. And so, Radiant might finally bring down the first Tier 1 for their game. Dire have already brought one down the top lane. That was courtesy of Special Need Delivery. Special Delivery. Special... What is it? Special Needs Donkey. It's not Special Delivery, though. I guess it's a special and it's a donkey. And donkeys are couriers, so maybe delivery. Yo-Yo-Yo in a lot of trouble. They pull him back with a vacuum. Kind of a screw you vacuum in the end, but a vacuum nonetheless. So Radiant, they grab the Tier 1. They grab a couple kills. The bottom Tier 1 will get traded, though. The Dire are still taking objectives pretty well. And one thing I want to point out, Special Needs Donkey has 140 CS at 15 minutes. He has been farming so fantastically well. If anyone were to turn this game around, I would imagine it would be him. And judging by the fact that this replay was sent in, I can almost guess that maybe this has something to do with that. Though I could be wrong. It could just be a stomp. That was sent in because Radiant were so damn proud of how well they stomped it. But Special Needs Donkey goes up on the high ground. It doesn't live. Just as I was talking about how well she was farming. And the Dire, they've got so many wards around this area, but not one is what they needed to spot out the techies. Yeah, that was the vision I was looking for, right? Yeah. The techies was just outside this range. This ward actually kind of weird. They need to cut down this tree. What the hell is my camera doing? They cut down this tree, then this ward is a lot better because you can see its range all the way down here. Oh. Okay, so now there was an observer. All right, I'm going crazy right now. In the meantime, though, Agora is mining up the jungle, but they spot him. So go ahead, throw everything out. He's got a suicide, or he doesn't. So he'll get brought down. Maybe he could have immediately popped out with his Soul Ring and suicide. Earth Splitter comes through, won't connect. Meanwhile, a wall vacuum. Gamburger goes through the wall again. Yo-Yo taking a lot of damage from those illusions. Meanwhile, Amerikansky Gamburger taking so much. He'll have to Primal Split in this one. But in the meantime, Roger could be in a lot of trouble. On the backlines, it looks like some illusions were trying to wreak some havoc. But Roger with the Lucent Beam. Looks like one more Lucent Beam is all they need. But the stun up brings down or stops the Luna for a short amount of time. She still will grab the kill. And maybe Grandmaster also goes down here. He's trying to run, but they've got to slow down. They'll bring him down. The rest of the Radiant, they're running in. But two go down to the Dire team. And meanwhile, Lozrado, he's got a Orchid of Malevolence out, so he should bring down Yo-Yo-Yo just on the Orchid damage alone. And, oh no! Lozrado goes down, 10-12, gets the kill, and actually brings down almost his name in gold. Meanwhile, there's going to be an Eclipse, but as soon as Special Needs walks up the high ground, he's dead. It looks like he'll turn around almost immediately, as if feeling like the wards were there, or the mines were there, and backs off into the jungle to continue farming up. 2,600 gold, 150 CS. this is the telltale sign of a carry that at least has some semblance of an idea of what he's doing. And I think, honestly speaking, out of all the replays I've casted, right, this is the most CS I think I've ever seen one hero have at 18 minutes. Which, I mean, a lot could be said about whether, you know, it really matters. Because if you're farming better than the rest of the people on the lane, it doesn't matter if you've got 100 CS or 1,000 CS, as long as you're staying ahead. Comparatively speaking, that's your metric of comparison. But I do, having casted so many like pro games and whatnot, I really itch to compare it to like the pro numbers. And really this Luna is actually keeping up with them. I mean, we saw that kill happen, but a kill happens. But yeah, I mean, this Luna's keeping up, and I won't say a breath of fresh air, because that'd be the wrong idea. More like it's something that you don't see all that often, so, especially in pub games. So, I mean, really great farming coming out from this Luna. Joining fights every now and then. Has died twice, so not the greatest, but she got 2 kills to kind of even out the score a bit. And now with a Manta style out at 19 minutes. What a crazy kid, though. Should drop here. Lazarado, they've got a Dagon out from Roger. A Darkseer with a Dagon. Kind of a DD, a double damage, except without the actual damage. There is a double damage in the map, and it's in the top room spot. Mid-tier 2, taking a lot of damage. In comes Special Needs Donkey, though. Remember, he's got that Manta style. So he should be pulling out something like a BKB. Next, I imagine, an Earth Splitter comes through. It will connect on a 10-12, it looks like. Just in the back lines of an arrow will fly through and connects him. It's an almost damn near a 5-second arrow. A wall vacuum, and they all get brought in. Roger will run himself away. They're looking for the loser beam. Can Special Needs Donkey find it? He will! So, 1 kill going the way of the Luna. Meanwhile, the Primal Split, they're trying to chase down onto the Mirana. Goes up to the high ground, though. They got to be very careful about this one, because as soon as he comes out of that Primal Split, he's now in a great amount of danger. He continues chasing for it. All he needs is a Thunderclap, but doesn't have any mana for it. Luna, though, does Mirana have any mana for a leap? Will not either. It's on cooldown. Gamberger's just chasing, though. No points. And Drunken Haze, so he can't chase. Meanwhile, Special Needs Donkey finding a kill kind of way out of line here. Still interested in how Luminous is going to get away from this one. Again, I can't see Gamberger's now being chased. Looks like a mine comes out, but it will be not hit. Luminous is still on the run, but one last clap will come through. They chased across the map and back and across the map and back again for that kill. And it finally will go down, courtesy of the Phoenix, but I think Agora really wanted to get that remote mine out. My favorite parts about it, having a troll face on the icon. What a crazy kid. Meanwhile, go down. Lazarado finding easy kills where he can. And this is very important for the Queen of Pain. To just continue finding these really... I mean, they're almost mother loads of gold for her. She doesn't have to farm as long as she can just find kill after kill. Where she has to be careful is trying to find kills where she shouldn't. So, meanwhile, Luna, with 1,000 gold, getting very close to that BKB, is now sitting at about 2,800 gold away from it. That's a pretty good metric to be at, especially for a 21-minute game. Meanwhile, 10-12, up by the top tower, is isolated away from the rest of his team, but there being a tier 1 here means that the team can rotate in and come and assist on this whenever they need. Special Needs Donkey, though, will Manta style out of the Shadow Strike, and now Lazarado in a lot of trouble. They still have vision up the high ground somehow. Not sure where this vision's coming from, actually. Maybe it was a weave? I don't quite know. Regardless, they get the vision on the high ground. They bring down the kill. And Special Needs Donkey now 5-2. And just ripping this game to shreds on the Luna. Still, winning it alone is going to be rather difficult. But as long as, I mean, her team created space. So as long as she continues to try to make space and give back to her team, they can farm up, maybe catch up. And this game could be very much attainable for the Dire. In fact, I've seen this time and time again. You've got a Luna who just completely and utterly out-farms everyone, and even though you've got a couple of really farmed cores like Lazarado with 10 and 3, Grandmaster with a Yule Scepter at the ready, Roger with a Dagged. It doesn't mean to make a difference because Luna can easily cleave them all down. BKB run up and deal a ton of damage. Well, American Nancy Gamburger will grab on Roger, but the kill we witnessed was Luminous bringing down What a Crazy Kid again. American Nancy Gamburger, he still is in primal split form, continuing to chase onto Lazarado, but he'll blink out of the high ground. Meanwhile, Grandmaster could be in some trouble. They've got another Stone Crusher Hurl Boulder. But Gamburger, with a Blink Dagger, is going to have to get himself away, up into the other high ground and back to the under the Aegis of his team. Oh, an Astral Spirit comes out onto Yo-Yo-Yo with the Echo Stomp. They should bring him down quite easily here. A quick and easy pickoff. Meanwhile, an arrow flies through. Americanski Gamburger taking so much damage from, but I don't think they can bring it down. Lazarado, he wants it. He really does. The Yule Scepter up on a 10-12. Can the Echo Stop come through? It looks like it will. And Lazarado comes in for it with an Orchid. Throws out with the Sonic Wave, and looks like he should go down. No, pops in the Supernova at the last possible moment. Lazarado now caught out in a really bad position. It looks like they'll stop him with the Elusive Beam, give him enough time to bring him down. And Americanski Gamburger will grab that kill, but it's courtesy of Special Needs Donkey. Another Astral Spirit comes down. Will try to get the stun off, but it gets canceled. And Dire, I think they pull this lead out. It looks like the experience lead they will grab, but gold lead not quite yet. That's about 1,000 in Radiant's favor still, and that will drop very quickly as Luna starts to farm this mid lane. And it looks like she's got her BKB out and ready, so she could just take a fight immediately. But it's going to be a wall of Replica, which deals a lot of damage to her own team. A BKB being popped out by Special Needs Donkey, and she's just going to go out onto Grandmaster and find a quick and simple kill. She could even go after this Tier 1 tower mid if she really wanted to. Meanwhile, it looks like her team is finding more kills on the in their own kind of jungle-ish mid area. And that's going to bring down Yo-Yo-Yo. Or at least, not Yo-Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo-Yo will go down to Agora, but the Darkseer was one to go down over in this area. So Tier 1 drops, and Luna can continue pushing. It's my favorite hero, and I keep calling her Luna for some reason, a hero that I feverishly hate. So, Luminous going to try to split push down bottom, but might not mean too much here. 10-12 is chasing. Agora has Suicide at the ready. But if they can stop him from using it, they might be able to grab a quick and easy kill here. They're going to just burn him down. He might just have to use it. No, he might get a kill off of it. He's going to go in for the remote mine. Send it off. Suicide out, but 10-12. He's got the plate mail. It avoids so much damage.
You know the drill.
Kind of interesting that he did. Did he pop a mech out at the last second or something? Because that didn't seem like it did a lot at all. Or unless it's a level 1 suicide. No, it's a level 4 suicide. 1150 damage is how much it was supposed to do. Looked like it did damn near 200. Americanski Gamburger in a lot of trouble. They Orchid him down, and so they will send him to the grave. And double damage will be picked up in the meantime. 2 will go down on the side of the Dire. Special Needs Delivery. Or Special Needs Donkey. Keep calling him Delivery for some reason. Doesn't matter. He'll continue to push up through the top lane. Again, with that BKB now 2,000 gold on top of it. Whether he wants to go Satanic now or Butterfly is completely up to him, but both are very good options for him. As Lazarado, okay, finds Yo-Yo-Yo by the Radiant side shop. And so, Special Needs Donkey pushes in through the top lane. Will grab this tower without much resistance. If they pop a glyph, you can go for more, but it looks like they won't glyph, so they'll have to stop the push here. Maybe send his illusions down and continue pushing out, but they won't last that long now. In the mid lane, meanwhile, 10-12, stunned by the Astral Spirit, the Echo Stomp as well. Luminous having to pop in the Moonlight Shadow. She's taking a lot of damage. A couple of Sentry Wards from What a Crazy Kid, but they won't spot anyone out. And as such, Mirana gets away, at least for the time being. In comes Grandmaster, though, with Roger. They throw out the arrow, but it won't hit. A blind arrow. Not usually grabbing anything. In comes the Weave, though. Will hit on pretty much everyone on Radiant that matters. What a Crazy Kid will pop himself in the Shallow Grave. He still should go down unless they don't have any damage over time. Actually, they won't bring him down. Meanwhile, 10-12 with the Supernova. will stay alive. They're going to have a wall of replica. They could pull both in, but 10-12, he has the Icarus dive, can get away from these illusions if he so chooses. Special needs delivery, though. He popped an illusion on himself. They got to be very careful of this one. And then come the Glaives doing a lot of damage here. They actually could drop here. They will lose one. Roger finds a kill. Special needs deliver. Donkey needs to be very careful about his illusions there. And I almost want to say that's enough of a reason for Darkseer to go ahead and get that Aghanim Scepter out. Because remember, Balancing Glaives works with illusions. That's why Manta Style is such a good item on Luna. Because you can push waves, you can farm waves, you can do all sorts of stuff with the Manta Style. But on top of that, if the enemy has something like a Morphling, or a Shadow Demon, or I guess in this case the Darkseer, then her illusions can end up doing a shit ton back to the other side. So again, an Aghanim Scepter might be a very good idea for Darkseer to grab here, but he's got 400 gold, no real way to farm very quickly. He could take a trip into the jungle and just try to farm out that way. I mean, he's got the Ion Shell, so he should be able to take camps if his team still lets him. And honestly, I think that's a huge priority in this game because they don't really have a carry. Sure, Queen of Pain is a quote-unquote carry, but she can't do it alone. She needs the help of some other hard carry, and what better hard carry than the enemy's hard carry, right? So it looks like he'll go up, try to find what a crazy K. He'll bring him down. The Orchid damage should be enough to bring him down the back lines. Yo trying to deny, but only as the Orchid that'll come out. Meanwhile, Earth Splitter comes out, will connect on a 10-12, but he's still got an Icarus dive. If things get a little hairy, he can get himself out of there. Lazzarato, he doesn't want to let this one go, though. He's got another Orchid. Will throw it on the 10-12 and just does a massive ton of damage. Didn't even need to pop out the Sonic Wave there. In fact, with a cooldown like 130 seconds, he needs every instance of that he can get, so maybe a little regressive there, but trying to create an illusion of Special Needs Donkey. Can't quite find it. They have a Moonlight Shadow, but it's not going to matter. There is an illusion of Roger, though, doing a little bit of damage as they bring down the real Roger. Lazzarato trying to get away. Has the blink away. They do also have the Orchid. He'll try to go into the Primal Split, but he'll go down. He'll die during the cast. Meanwhile, Special Needs Donkey looking for the Lucent Beam onto Lazzarato, but he does have a blink. Will get himself up to the high ground and TP himself out of there. But if an illusion had been created of the Luna, that fight could have gone completely differently. But instead, Roger will go down. And this is a level 3 Dagon. Level 3 costing 5220. So, you know, as far as priority goes, I do have to say that I honestly think an Aghanim Scepter would have been so much better considering the circumstances of this game. Oh, I can't even see the map right now. So I'll have to go off my counter's instinct, which for the most part actually pretty much sucks. Lazzarato grabs the bounty rune. Maybe we can give some time to let this clean up here. Sorry, Bug. Okay. Bug is in Bug that it unpaused or whatever. Earth Splitter comes out. This one won't connect. Maybe some creeps, but that's about it. The Dire, though, I think are quite confident with their ability to take a fight. Again, they've got that Luna doing so much damage. She's actually got her Butterfly out now. Though setting the Curry to the side shop without grabbing her Quarterstaff, maybe a little bit of an inefficiency move. Doesn't really matter. Yo on the run. Drops down the Poison Nova. Out onto Lazzarato. Taking a lot of damage from that, but will survive from it. This Spectral Dagger, not the Spectral Dagger, the Shadow Strike won't take him Yo down completely. And oh no. Oh no, a Shiva's Guard recipe and the final touch of the Butterfly for Luna have gone down. A very expensive courier kill for the Radiant there. What a crazy kid now running away. They've got Diffusal Blade on the Mirana, doing pretty good work with it, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to find a kill. Icarus dive, they'll continue chasing, maybe a bit too far though. Goes up the high ground, looking for some mines. 2012 though, gets himself away, even though there was a vacuum back. Grandmaster now on the run. He's got the 4-stack, gets himself onto the low ground, and an arrow flies through. 2012 or 10-12, taking a lot of damage from that. They're looking for the suicide, maybe. They don't even need it. A Wall of Replica goes down. but not entirely sure what it was intended to do there. A double damage on the special needs donkey. He's got a lot here. He could just turn and fight. The Moonlight Shadow, though, he has no idea what's going on. But now, Grandmaster taking so much damage from just one auto attack. And comes the Eclipse. Jeez, I can't even find the name for that spell. And special needs donkey will grab a double kill off the back of that. Leonardo, okay. Special needs donkey will go down in the meantime. Godlike for 800 gold. So a 2 for 3 is what it ends up being. Oh, come on, special needs donkey. Don't be salty like the rest of it. Actually, I haven't heard Gamburger talk in a while. Has he said anything? Okay, yeah. So ever since Sorry Bug, no, he is not saying anything. 10k difference in value between me and the rest of your team. Oh, we gotta test this. 19,487 to the 12,805 of the Queen of Pain. Not 10k value. Your math is bad, and therefore you should feel bad. Only about a 7k difference between you and the rest of the Radiant team. But the big thing is the next 3 are all on the Radiant. So I guess if anything were to be good about this, it's the fact that Luna is farming pretty well. But I mean, my God, I'm mixing up my thoughts here. Luna's farming well, but Radiant's top 3 are all farming pretty well. Lizardo, only 100 CS to his state. Oh, man. At this point, the game, half the game is in the chat right now, and I'm quite enjoying this. Agora is mining up Roshan, so whenever Luna feels so bold as to try to take it, it's gonna be a bit of a problem for her. Luminous, meanwhile, goes out. Can they get the Orchid? Can they get all this damage they need on her? She'll pop out into the Manta style, pops a BKB, so I guess Orchid doesn't make a difference here. Luminous will go down. They have the Supernova. Now Special Needs going to continue to chase, but maybe a little bit too far. Remember, the BKB's down. The Manta style's down. Orchid immediately out. They've got the Air Splitter out. Can they go for it? They'll pull Luna back in, and they've got her Illusion, dealing a lot of damage, but unfortunately will go down almost immediately. Did the damage they needed to, though. Roger will go ahead and bring down Gamburger. And now Lazzarato going to continue maybe pushing in for this one instead. Backs himself away. And Radiant taking a favorable fight there. Although how favorable? A little favorable. Looks like the net worth advantage going in their favor. Experience coming back just a little bit. 35 minutes though. The kill score is 41 to 27. Almost like a series of Christmas lights down below the graph there. That, you know, that's what I like to see. A lot of fun. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff to talk about. Lizardo, he's got the Aghanim Scepter in the meantime. Maybe looking to try to find a kill on the 10-12. Remember, he does have the Orchid, so 10-12 cannot get away from this one. If they have enough damage to bring him down, and then the Orchid, they will, well, bring him down. Another Dagon coming out. Darkseer, just go for the Ags, dude. Oh, man. You can tell I'm a little favored towards one item here when I constantly bitch and moan about it. The truth of the matter is, my word is not the best word. Sometimes I can be wrong, and maybe what he's doing here is a better build. So I'll try to refrain from commenting on it further, but still like the Aghanim. Special Needs comes in. He has the Butterfly finally, and comes the Astral Spirit will go out for the Echo Stomp. But it won't connect. Is this a gem? Nope, they're under the Sentry Ward. Roger, he wants the Wall of Replica. It's level 3, so if you can create illusion, it will do a lot of damage here, but they back off. They realize that this is not a team fight they want to take. Air Splitter will come out. It'll hit on the Special Needs Donkey. Deals a pretty substantial amount of damage, but nothing they can follow up on. And so the Radiant will pull themselves back. The Dire as well. Looking to take fights that favor them. Neither one really wanting to continue to pursue in that one. And so, yo, Special Needs. They make their way by the Roche Pit. There's perhaps a bit of overkill in here in the Roche Pit. And this could be huge. If they bring down Grandmaster and go after Roche, there are 4 in the pit. Oh, man. Maybe they got a little bit too cocky, or Crazy Kid going in, taking all the damage from the mines. Get patched by Roshan. Roger with the vacuum trying to pull them all into the mines, but can't get it off. So all the mines will go down. There was a minefield sign, but I'm sorry, techies. You need an Aghanim Scepter for that to work. He goes for a Blink Force Staff. Oh, come on. Does Radiant really not want to go for any Aghanim Scepters? Oh dear. Arrow comes through, but ends up helping the Dire in the long. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lazzarato up there. Oh, send out the Scream of Pain. He gets the Roshan. Queen of Pain with the Roche kill. Oh boy. This game is too clowny for me. Way too clowny for me. The Dire will now push in with their fresh Aegis. Nice Roche kill. Indeed. And double Blink coming out. One for each team. A lot of Blink Daggers, not that many Aghanim Scepters. In fact, last game we had 5. This game, we have... just 1. Yeah, so, I don't know. Dire are going to continue to push down on bottom. There is a wall of replica, but they have to keep Roger alive. Waiting for the Dire to complete this push here. Roger's taking so much damage. Will make his way maybe back to the fountain, heal on up, and then go for that wall later on. But Special Needs is already just coming straight on up here. Goes after Agora, brings him down. There's going to be an arrow and stops a Special Need for a small amount of time, but Agora still goes down. Roger, he wants this. He wants it so bad. Earth Splitter comes in. Wall of Replica goes down, but Special Needs Donkey careful not to run through it. He actually doesn't get close to it. And so, the Radiant all go down in Special Needs Donkey. It looks like he'll bring down the tower. The rack soon to follow. And the Radiant just can't. They can't do anything about it. Now finally they'll create an illusion of the Luna. But one illusion against 3 Lunas isn't going to do too much. Special Needs, he's being it very careful. He knows exactly what's up. Can't say I blame him too. He'll send out illusion. Look at the damage that it does. See, this is why I really wanted that Aghanim Scepter, but oh, there I go again. I gotta shut up. I really do. Grandmaster will get brought down. Special Needs Donkey still has an Aegis Immortality. The Sonic Wave will come through, but only 1 Luna will be brought down because of it. Now they can rotate maybe towards the mid lane and bring down another set of racks here. Instead, he's going to go after the creeps, move on in with some backup, and then go for it now. The Radiant are all respawning, almost all ready to go. Sonic Wave will come through. What a crazy kid taking a lot of damage from it, but Lazzarato is going to go ahead and go down from this. Maybe, maybe not. Arrow flies through, hit a Mansky Gamburger. Mirana, though, plenty of damage from the glaze, but not quite enough to bring him down. Instead, they'll just focus down on these racks. A Primal Split under the Echo Stomp, though. Special Needs Donkey, he's orchid it up, but does it really matter in the long run? I guess the short answer is no, it does not. And so Special Needs will go back onto these racks, finish them up, bring down a whole bunch of moon wells in the process. And even they go towards the tier 4 towers as well. He'll make his way up top, and they want to go for the Mega Creeps. 40 minutes in, and the Radiant look like they can go ahead and end this one. Or the Dire, rather, look like they can go ahead and end this one. It looks like Special Needs just has the damage to go ahead and bring everyone down. Turns around to Agora. He might actually drop here, and he will. But immediately buys back. Does he have any way of TPing back on in? Buys Boots of Travel. But there's no real way for him to go on in. Instead, perhaps Boots of Travel up to the top lane and begin pushing this one out long and slow. But he can't get in. His entire team is pretty much evicted from the Radiant's base for now. And instead, he'll kind of hang out. Satanic Recipe bot. And after that buyback, he buys a Boots of Travel, buys a Satanic Recipe. In fact, will buy a full Satanic and still have 1,000 gold left over. So, 24,000 net worth. A little disappointing considering he had so much not so long ago. I think his GPM is really slowed, but still doing very well. I mean, a lot of that can be attributed, I guess, to a long, lengthy push. Mostly going after towers, which take a long time to bring down instead of farming all 3 lanes at once. He'll make his way in through the mid, though. Has a Satanic, so I don't think he should worry too much about dying, especially if he's got a BKB. Turns Lizardo. They've got the arrow, so he's stunned up. But the Orchid damage won't be that much. Still taking a lot from the Shadow Strike. And so, make his way around. Potentially go after the top racks, and potentially end the game. I mean, it's going to be Gamberger, though, the one to head off this push. Lizardo with the Orchid, but not a lot of damage coming out courtesy of him, though he will have the Sonic Wave. And actually, there we go, but the Primal Split comes out just in the nick of time. And now, with an Eclipse, Special Needs Donkey is looking for blood. He'll find it on Agora. Meanwhile, Roger also will go down. There is your wall of replica gone, and almost any chance you have at defending the space. 3 down with no buyback. Special Needs Donkey pushes up onto the high ground. Lets loose on the tower. Lets loose on the racks. And understandable amount of salt in the chat right now. Judging by the way this has been going, you know, to be expected. I'd be disappointed if there wasn't a little bit of trash talk at the end of this one. So, Special Needs Donkey. You can see the Glaze bouncing through all the towers. And Dire, you know, just kind of chilling out for the time being. They can end anytime they want. A double Sonic Wave will fly out, but the second one misses entirely on pretty much everyone. Especially his Donkey. He's got a Satanic, can still pop, but instead opts not to, and he's just fine hitting the racks, or hitting the Ancient. So, the Dire, looks like they'll win this round, or, okay, Techies, good try. Satanic will pop, Special Needs Donkey. Just kind of chilling like a villain. Now the Ancient will drop. Very well played from the Dire. 44 minutes in. Okay, maybe not. Looks like this game's going to go another 20 minutes. GG. I only kid. Well played. Thank you for donating to the guy that gave in for this game. Greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this one as much as I did and want to have your own replay cast, the link will be below, whether on the VOD, on the YouTube VOD in the description, or on Twitch Live down below the screen. Again, greatly appreciate it for the donation, and we'll catch you all next time.